Welcome back.
Episode 12
of Doing the Most with
Scarlet
and Mitchell. Hey, we didn't really practice or rehearse that, but it came out okay this time. Yeah,
we're finally getting it down.
Yeah, only took a dozen episodes. Everybody, thanks for joining us to our podcast. And it's not a live stream. It's not a live stream. However, it is up on YouTube. Well, okay, it's not quite.
Almost. So, we're working on it. We're a work in progress, okay?
Yeah.
We're trying to become a real thing. It probably will never happen. And that's okay.
That's all right.
It's just for fun.
And that's just the fun of all this. Now, because I was going to, so it is, if the last episode's almost on YouTube. And guess what our handle is on YouTube?
Less cats, please.
That's right. And I hijacked our shared Gmail account to use this. So that one's what I'm using on YouTube. You can also follow Less Cats Please on Blue Sky and
TikTok
and Instagram and Twitter.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry. I don't really care about Blue Sky or Twitter.
Yeah. And so there you go. So, or you can just go to
care.
scarletandmitchell.com and follow along, or however you want to get. And there's a podcast thing on YouTube. I don't really care. I'm getting there. So I'm trying to do the clips, and the last little clipper I sent out, a reel. What do people call those? The little short
teaser?
A teaser. Yeah, it's a little long. It was 60 seconds, but I felt it was a little long.
30 seconds.
Yeah, and I know because I saw some people at work watching it, and I was like, I can see how there's a point when they kind of tune out, or I don't know. It doesn't really matter. This is what I'm saying.
Maybe I should put this in the floor.
And nobody cares what I'm saying. It's fun. It's a fun experiment in trying to do the social media and trying to do this and do the video.
Is it fun?
It is for me.
Okay.
It's fun when I'm actually doing it. Setting up today, up until this moment, not fun. Because people, if you want to see what we look like, go to YouTube and watch this. Although the last one might be delayed. Episode 11, YouTube is the first time we did it, and it's not quite. It's uploading even as we're speaking because it's a big file. So you can see what we look like. But what I'm saying, what am I actually getting at is I want to play around with how this format gets recorded. However, that part adds a new layer. Oh, what I wanted to say was this: for me to get ready today, I had to clean this table off, and then I have to carry it in here, and I have to set up this whole studio space, and then. This episode, I'm sorry, people who are listening might find this part. I was going to do horizontal filming instead of vertical. We're doing the vertical right now.
Yeah.
I was going to do horizontal, but then I realized with horizontal, you don't get as much, the body, it's harder to frame that up. Unless I'm further back with these cameras. That's a whole, we'll get there. We're just going layer by layer. I enjoy the process. It's fun to me. So, episode 12. We're trying to get a little more organized. We're on the socials. For our fortnightly podcast, we're still doing it. For those of you who always ask me, that podcast thing, are you still doing it? Yes, we are still doing it. Okay, so what? I know. Do you pick a shirt now specifically when you know? Because I don't know. I see that tattoos are trashy.
Yeah.
You have did you get there's one that says witched? Witch.
Yeah.
And then did you get these all at the same time? The same company? What?
Yeah.
What's going on there?
Mm-hmm. I'm TikTok influenced.
Oh. And an influencer.
These are just really good t-shirts.
I can't quite reach. I'm trying to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead. It's just.
Yeah. I guess so. It's not as buttery smooth. Okay. This one's not on the docket, but it's decent. Do you like it? It's not as buttery smooth as the long sleeve Taylor Swift one. Yeah. That one's buttery. I like a buttery shirt. That one's not bad. That is not a Gildan, as I call it.
I know. It's not. It's a comfort colors.
Because I hate Gildan. The Gildan generally is that crusty kind of t-shirt.
Yeah.
They're and you can wash them, and they never really
soften.
It's like the Hanes beefy tee sometimes.
My dad has some Gildans. He has the crusty kind, but then he has the more. It's the V-neck one that's softer. Yeah,
I'm not saying all Gildan, but I'm saying when I say Gildan, I'm talking about the crusty.
Yeah, we are clearly not sponsored by Gildan. Yeah. Do we want to?
Yeah, unless
if you want to.
Okay, Gildan.
We're probably not your best marketers.
Yeah. But we could change the tune. We could if you maybe Gildan makes a buttery-soft.
And everybody just goes for the cheapo you know.
If I had a grabber, I'd grab a bag that I have over there that has T-shirts in it. No, they were coming from Michael's. I don't know what kind they are.
Probably Hanes.
Can you reach that bag?
Walmart
That's
bag?
Yeah. Not part of the show. Wow. But and they're the same. These were for a T-shirt project that I was going to do with Gildan. How does it feel? But how does it feel?
Like a Gildan.
Nah, let me see. Whoa! Oh! Wow! Almost party fouled that.
Listen, put that on your desk.
It's practically empty. Okay. This is off the rails. But this is not terribly. It's not a typical crusty Gildan.
Why do you have these?
The danger. He was gonna do a T-shirt with his buddy Jude. This is like 3 years ago. It was one of my classic projects that I was like, hey, I'll do this with you, and yeah. So, and that's that's T-shirt iron-on material for the cutter. Okay. Yeah. So, anyways, Gildan. I thought they seemed a little butterier than. Okay, never mind. Now I'm walking back my Gildan. If you have a T-shirt preference, all right. Well, but those buttery soft ones, I love those, and that's always kind of hard to find. But like when you find one, you're like, yeah. And some shirts become that way with a little bit of washing, but some are, when you get the buttery soft one straight out, that's like,
it's like a good pair of jeans.
Like I'm gonna
cough.
Oh, and I'm wearing one of these Lucky Venice something. I don't know. It's relatively buttery, a little thinner though, and I don't know if that adds to that buttery softness. But I do not like a crusty T-shirt. Okay, that was not part of the plan today. But however, send your feedback in about T-shirts to feedback@scarletmitchell.com.
Yeah, because maybe we want to get T-shirts made, and we want like a quality brand. So far, this is Comfort Colors. You can get it embroidered, which I like so much more. And I just get like their standard. Yes, I have.
No, I was looking because the people were calling me to pay them for medical bills just now, and then I thought I didn't put my do not disturb on all the phones that are recording this. So hopefully they're still recording.
It is, this one is anyway.
I didn't have a camera set up to look at the cameras. I was gonna have a sideways camera too, a 2-shot.
Oh,
but that would take another. That would have to be an iPad. That's what.
Is there a way to make this light softer?
It is pretty soft. Well,
it's so white.
Well, I set it for daylight to match the outdoors.
Oh, okay.
Because otherwise, I can make it a different color. It'll go. But I wanted. Oh, I forgot to turn those lights off. Whatever. Okay. It's getting.
We're gonna have to slim this down.
It's getting real visual. I'm sorry, everybody. This is the problem with the studio. So, did you even look at my notes?
I did.
Ideas.
Yeah.
Well, let's just start off with yesterday was our son's birthday. Yeah?
It was.
And he turned 4. Mm-hmm. Max is now 4. So birthdays, that was one of the things, because you were kind of like, we were talking about this, right? Growing up. So there's the birthdays, like the birthday moms, whatever you want to call it, that do the full-blown everything. Like it's just a major party for kids. Everything's going on. Lots of kids are invited. They go full steam ahead. There's like that kind of birthday. Then there's the not birthday moms.
I guess that would be me.
And then there's kind of like the idea of like, well, so here's the question. I mean, multiple questions around this for me. One, your mom seems like she would have been a birthday mom, but I don't know this.
She's a birthday mom.
Yeah, because I feel like for graduation, she was all full steam for us for some stuff.
Yeah.
So she seems like a birthday mom. Does that mean she did like thematic ones? And well, then here's the question. Do you remember a specific birthday or more than one?
I think I actually remember my 3rd or 4th birthday.
Okay.
It was Big Bird themed. And I think there was like a person dressed up as Big Bird there. I guess it was Sesame Street themed, but mainly Big Bird.
Okay.
The more I say it, the weirder it sounds.
Were you into Big Bird?
I guess.
Okay.
So, and she handmade all the Big Bird invitations, and they were just of his head.
Okay.
She drew them, or she traced them, whatever, colored them, and then filled them all out on the back individually, mailed them out. My whole extended family was there. It was at a church fellowship hall. I think it was kind of like a potluck style, and then there was cake and presents, and I don't remember much beyond that. I think she even still has one of the invitations somewhere. And I found it later on, and she was like, "Oh, I handmade hundreds of these for whatever."
Oh, hundreds now.
I don't know if it was.
Man.
I don't know. You know.
Well, your mother, and bless her soul.
And yeah, she went all out for my high school graduation, and every year there was she had something planned. And no, eventually the themes went away, and it was just more about like, we're having a party at the skating rink, we're having a party at the putt-putt course.
Right.
It was always something. Or my 10th birthday, it was at the Mexican restaurant, and that was the first time I got to wear a sombrero, which was so exciting. And they sang to me, and I remember like the first love of my life, Tyler Stone, had just broken up with me.
Ouch.
And I was like devastated, and his dad still came to it, which looking back is kind of weird.
Yeah. It happened.
Rip, I think he died because
his dad or
his dad. I went down
Trevor?
this whole rabbit hole the other day because I was like thought of him for some reason, and I'm like, why am I thinking of him? And then I was like, then I saw that his dad had died and his brother had died, and I don't know. Anyway, so
okay, wow. So
I don't know, but
Well-
yeah, my mom was a birthday holiday mom, and I guess I'm also influenced by these moms you see on social media where they're staying up late at night and setting up this elaborate balloon display for their kids with all these presents, and it's all special, and they're
Right.
like, I'm so grateful to be able to do this, and I'm like, I just worked 13 hours to keep somebody alive, which literally is what I did on Wednesday. I'm not actually exaggerating
Right.
about that. And then I came home and I'm like, I don't even want to blow one single balloon. And maybe that's selfish, but I was so tired.
And you didn't.
And I didn't because I wake up the next morning at 5:45 and you've like done all of it, which was so sweet.
Well, I know
And
it
even
was
wrap
special
the
to you.
presents
Yeah.
and so I had my little version of what these influencer moms do.
Right.
And he, and I don't feel like the presents were extravagant.
I like what he said about Santa because
Oh yeah. I don't even.
it was just like, oh, or this one's from Santa or not from Santa. I don't know. It was just funny.
I thought it was so cute, and you were like, "These are not from," and I'm like, "Just let him believe it."
Well,
it's so sweet that he was like, "Oh, so Santa brought my birthday gifts."
Well, it's because you had done it like, oh, he's got to wake up and come down and see this big display of stuff. And I was like, what are we doing? This is not Christmas. But I went along with it because I was like, hey, you know what? That's good. I don't remember. So like, I don't remember. My mother was.
Is she a birthday mom?
I don't think so.
No,
But
they definitely don't seem like it.
She did. We had some birthdays, but it wasn't like every year, turn it to 11 kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so I don't actually, in a weird way, I don't remember birthdays, like a lot of them.
Are they holiday people?
I mean, yeah, we had good holidays. I mean, they did. My mother had she likes decorations. She
Yes.
might have a different story. Maybe she would say it differently, but like, I don't remember big. Yeah.
Oh, bless your mom. She really does so much for each holiday.
Right.
She probably has a box for each holiday because, she
Yeah.
changes her little magnet board with
Oh,
the
yeah.
tiles.
And
And,
the
then
thing-
she has
and
a
the
little
thing out
4th
front,
of July
she
decorations.
hangs next
the
to the
thing
front
out
door.
front, the wreath, and
The doormat
oh my
probably
goodness.
changes.
I
So she
can barely get ready for Christmas.
Yeah.
And I get kind of ragey about it.
Yeah, I
I'm
know
like,
that.
we're doing this again?
Yeah.
Again?
It feels like it's like it sneaks up on you every year,
Yeah.
even though it's the same time. So, and I'm not, I had good birthdays. I just literally can't even think of one. Like, I remember some birthday presents. Like when I got my bike, my first BMX, my own first bike.
Oh,
I
yeah.
remember that. Because it was set up already in the living room when I woke up. It was like, oh, yeah, and
See?
I rode it before school. And then, yeah, maybe a few other things, but I don't remember like, thematic things. Now, here's the truth, though. I remember going to other kids' parties. I remember like this one kid, Jeremy, doesn't matter, but in Warrensburg, Missouri, his dad owned one of the 2 skating rinks in town. We were a 2 skating rink town. So his dad, roller skating, his dad owned one.
I know what Skating. Mm-hmm.
Well, I didn't want anything ice skating.
We had one too, in Mount Airy.
So his dad owned one, so he almost always had a skating party, which was always kind of, it's exciting.
Yeah.
Although looking back, that particular skating rink was kind of funny because it was like, it had like a thing down the middle, like a rail, and like, I mean, so it was like, it was pretty small. And like you would go down, I mean, it was a rectangle, obviously. I'm not trying to, but it was small. And it had like, I remember, it had a middle divider, but like, I mean, you could see through. It wasn't a wall, but if I recall, it was feel like there was like a little, like an island, like you'd see in a road, like a little carpeted. I don't know.
Were you a rollerblader or a skater?
Well, I grew up pre-rollerblade.
Oh,
so when
okay.
they came onto the scene, I was a rollerblader, but at this point in time, I was a teenager. So, but at the roller rink, we all just had, why? What were you?
Oh, I could never do the 4 wheels.
Well,
the 4-wheel skates.
They all have 4 wheels.
Well, you know, the 2 in the front, 2 in the back.
You mean a roller skate as opposed to a
Yes, I could
rollerblade?
yeah.
Or inline skate. Sorry, rollerblade
I could
trademark.
never do roller skates.
Oh, okay.
I just could not.
I mean, I could, but I wasn't great. I was good. I was good enough. But then I felt like, so.
Damn, things you really don't.
But there were
would not enjoy doing as an adult. And I know we've done it, 5-6 years ago we went and did it.
The roller rink though in this before your time in the 1980s and maybe the 70s, the roller rink really was kind of the happening place.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's where you went and oh dear, sorry. I hope this thing is still recording. Whew. Boy, sorry everybody. The roller rink, that was where you went and you did like. You met and you were like middle school and high school, and that's like, someone might be making out in the corner over there behind the whatever, or under some coats on a bench. Like that was the place in the hangout on Friday night. And I do remember. So when we moved to New Mexico, I was in the 4th grade, and I was there through 6th grade. So roller rink, real big there. There was, I think it was called Skate World, and I don't think it's a franchise. I'm sure there's other ones, but that one, and there was the main roller rink there, and that was your classic big one. It had a little thing, and then the thing. That's real descriptive. Oh, it had the thing. The snack bar, concessions, the spot where you could sit. And that one though, I remember like, you'd go there and you'd hoping to maybe do a little slow dance or like slow skate, couples skate. That's right, a couple skate.
How'd you do that?
Well, you would, the girls were always really good, so they could skate backwards and you would skate forward, and you were holding hands. You were holding hands, couple skating in an oval. Like you never couple skated? Because they'd be like,
I might have been too
this
young.
next song is couples only. And then would be like, oh, the wind beneath, or some, song from then. And then you'd go and you're like, oh, you're hoping that, I was hoping Amber Newbill, would she ask me that? Oh, Amber, you want to, and there was some guys, but then the girls who were like into skating, they had their own skates, they had like the little outfit. So when I was a rental guy, because Sue was not gonna buy me a set of skates anytime soon, even though I pined after a set. But that was like Friday night, and then you'd have to be embarrassed because you're like, oh, my mom's gonna pick me up at 10:30, and you'd have to be ready to go, and if you were late, she'd peek her head in there, and you'd be like all embarrassed because you're embarrassed when you're in middle school. And then I feel like I got a snork. I'm sorry, folks. So I probably should have brushed my teeth. So I'm sorry. Over there.
You're fine.
What does that mean?
I don't even notice it anymore.
Yeah.
I'm just like been swimming in a cloud of it.
From what? Everybody?
I don't know.
Or me?
No. I'm just like if this were a cartoon, it would just be like a cloud of green with like.
From what? Me?
Yeah.
Why?
Little fishbone hanging out. I don't know. That's always what you say.
Wow. I'm sorry. Now I feel like you got to pause it.
You're fine. I'm fine now.
Okay. Well, we've had sickness in the home.
No, yeah. It's true. And my mouth's really dry because I've been out working in the yard.
Well, I have stuff draining out of the back of my nose now, and I'm frustrated because now I'm thinking about your cartoon drawing of a green cloud in here. Okay. Now, thanks. I derailed myself. Well, now I feel like I got to put a
birthday parties. We ended up on skating rinks, and
I got to shield myself for you.
And your mom is not a birthday mom. Got
It's
it.
embarrassing. I hope that doesn't appear on camera.
She probably went more out for Max's
The green.
than she ever did for yours.
Yeah. I mean, I got good stuff. We just didn't do the party thing. Like maybe, I don't know. I don't ever remember having like see, stompers. That was a big thing in my day. Or a G.I. Joe party or none of that. But I remember friends. I was talking about Jeremy and they had the skating rink party. Another party very popular in Missouri. I feel like I should give you a mask.
I'm fine. Come on.
Okay, a popular party option in Missouri was you would have a Godfather's Pizza party. You ever heard of Godfather's Pizza?
Yes.
Okay.
Why?
Well, it's a chain.
Oh, yes, it is. Yeah.
And we would go, and as a kid, you would go there for a pizza party during the day, and you would get to make your own little personal pizza. You could put whatever you wanted on it, and I had multiple. And the same with the McDonald's. That's where the orange drink is very famous.
McDonald's parties.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but this
we did a few of those.
Godfather's, you got to go back in the kitchen and make your own little personal pizza. It was probably like, I don't know, 7-inch, 6-inch pizza. And I remember one time Robbie Cardwell and I were having a contest and we were seeing who could put the most of the red pepper things on there, on their pizza. And I remember like the roof of my mouth started like bleeding from the amount of red pepper sprinkles I'd put on there, thinking I was going to be the cool guy that could do all the red peppers, right?
Wow.
Anyway, but then you'd have your pizza and you'd eat that little 4-piece Godfather's pizza. And yeah, I mean, that one, the McDonald's parties, fun too, but you didn't get to go back and like make your own hamburger or nothing. That wasn't happening.
No, but like you had the play place.
Yeah.
It was
and orange drink.
I think you got free ice cream cones back then for the party.
Yeah.
Like,
It was good times. What did we eat there? I actually don't remember. I just remember the orange drink. I don't remember eating food at the McDonald's party. That's probably extra.
chicken nuggets. I don't know.
Okay, there.
So,
Anyway,
my head is so itchy.
Anyways,
from all the dirt
so
in my
the
hair.
birthday parties, we kind of talked a little about back then, and then now how you feel, because how do you feel about your own birthday now?
I want it on the down low. I guess I want people to acknowledge it. Like,
Are you like, because I've had a birthday and been at work and been a whole day and nobody knows, and I'm just secretly like,
I don't want people at work. I want like just my family to, I don't care about the people at work because then it turns into like, some people are birthday people and you're like, whoa, I don't need, they're like, I'm going to order donuts. And you're like, okay. And then they write it on the whiteboard and then all day long people are like, and I'm like, okay, yeah, thanks.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting because you might think I would be a birthday person. I mean, I'm very clearly the anti-birthday person. Like I hate birthdays. I'm that guy, or I hate them.
Your dad?
But, yeah. And it's not that I hate him. You know why? You know what it is? Now, you're going to be like, oh, I don't need a big deal made about me on my birthday. Okay? I do
every other day of the year.
I like to be the center of attention. All that is true about my birthday. It's just like, I don't know. Like, I guess it's sort of like
weird.
The magic is worn off to where I'm like, I just made another revolution around the sun. Big deal. Like, we're all doing it. Like, this is not, I didn't get an award, but I respect the birthday moms because it's like, hey, it's like saying, hey, it's a special day for you. I want you to feel good about today. And so are you going to be
doing it all wrong?
Well, I feel like you got to, if you did too much on his 4th birthday, then you build up. So by the time
I'm just like never going to be the mom who is like, hey, let's invite all your school friends.
Ooh, man, that is
so I can now talk to all these parents who I don't know or really care to get to know. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It sounds very uncomfortable.
No interest.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that's why it's good to have it at a place like Wildlings or something. So then everybody
can drink.
Okay, yeah. But self-entertain. You don't feel like you're like, oh, we're all like, I don't know. We're all at our house.
Yeah, and you're just like,
and so we have to like talk to each other, but more you can just kind of peel off and do. We saw that at Wildlings when they had a birthday and some people were here and there, and
Maybe that's why that beauty of you're somewhere where there's other distractions, whereas when you're home, then it's just like, oh, so hey, you guys lived here long, and like you're just kind of like,
yeah. I mean, I guess there is something sad where it's like, oh, Max, we're gonna take you to a play thing, an indoor play place on your birthday. And then he gets there and he's like, there's nobody here to play with.
You're like, yeah.
And you're like, oh, okay, happy birthday.
Hey, buddy.
I don't know. I guess that's kind of sad.
So
we always had a church community though.
Yeah.
To like where everybody already knew each other. Maybe that's the difference. We are not church people. No. I think we've been pretty open about that. Nor will we ever be.
Okay, good. Which we've been open with each other about that.
Yes.
Unless we find a church that's not religious.
Yeah. I mean, there's like that gathering place or whatever, but
it's not the one. It's online, but no.
They've updated their sign down the street.
Fine. Anyways, that's
I
all.
was going to say something, but I forgot. It doesn't
matter. The church
matter.
thing and Max and having birthday parties.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Okay, so
I do miss the community that church provided. It was a self-made community.
Yeah, no, it is. The community at church is instant. It's nice. It means you have a support system kind of built in. You know, it has a little bit of a cost in the sense of you should probably attend the meeting or meetings weekly and participate, which some people enjoy. I'm not anti that, but at some level, sometimes it's just a lot.
And we're not here bashing church people at all because it, for some people they love it, and I happen to grow up in it my whole life, and I've lived that life, and I just have no more interest. There are good people, and there are horrible people.
Right. Wherever you go.
Wherever you go.
You don't have to go to a church or not. I'm with you. I enjoyed that community. It was nice. But which is why, we're not going to really talk about this. However, I'm going to say that idea I always thought, we talked about once, if there was a church where you could go there and it wasn't religious, but it was the same community, but then you would go and then every week there would be a speaker, the preacher of the sermon, but it'd be someone, and it would be different. Like one week it might be a guy who's fine. Well, this now sounds bad, but he might be a finance guy, but he might just have he might give a little 30-minute talk about, some things you can do, or maybe it sounds like great. Someone's going to try to get me to invest, but like that, or maybe it's a week and some lady's talking about home gardening, or just like it's
I was going to say gardening.
Like
you're just talking to people. They're like, hey, I'm an expert. And I consider myself an expert in this field. Do you guys have any questions for me?
Yeah, something where you can get together. You have the social thing, but what you're learning is things that interest you and may not.
And then maybe as a group, you actually go and volunteer at the food pantry down the street.
You still do similar things. You just aren't talking about. You're not. It's not theology based.
That's the part I don't need.
Yeah, because if I went
that's
somewhere,
and for people that should be very personal. In my opinion,
right?
Your relationship with God, the universe, whatever you want to call it.
So, if you know of something like this, maybe people are like, these people are dumb. This is called the YMCA. I don't know. I'm just saying AA. I'm saying there might be groups out there that do this already, but I would, we talked about it. Or even if it was and then maybe on that day, see, now this is where it's like I said, we're not talking about this, and now we're talking about it. It's like you meet, you got an hour long little thing or 40 minutes, whatever's appropriate. And then it's like, hey, we actually there's a little nursery. So your kids have a time to spend together. And now you get to go, you want to do, we're doing, you can break up and we have a yoga or there's a meditation. There might be just a few small, the classes.
So-and-so's going to do a guided meditation.
Quote unquote. And now,
if we were actually go-getter people, we could probably
sell this, not sell it, and then you do that, and people are like, "Yeah, I love this." It's the kids will watch, even if it's a short, and you had time to, or maybe it's they have a couples therapy
it's
kind of.
It's like an abbreviated wellness retreat.
Yeah, but every week, the wellness church. Well, I don't know if we're going to use the term church, but if you don't, I don't know. Anyway, that's. However we got there from birthdays. Good work, birthdays. Keep it up. I don't know. See, I had this list, but we don't have to go there. We can do whatever we want. So this does bring up a interesting point. I was thinking about, what's the purpose of this show? And I know we're already, 30 minutes in, people, and now you're like, yeah, what is that? Not this particular episode, but the purpose of this podcast, right? And I was just reflecting on this because I thought, there's podcasts that I listen to where there is informative, where it's I'm going to learn something about a topic. Huberman Labs. I like that one. It's just I want to learn about, and I get to pick which ones I want to learn about or not. It's informational, educational. science and whatever he says. So there's that kind. Then there's like Good Hang with Amy Poehler, which I go to listen to, and they have celebrity guests, and that's a celebrities on, and it's a celebrity podcast, and it's like that. We are obviously not a celebrity podcast yet. No. And
we're one of these days.
And we're not necessarily educational. I always tell people it's just entertainment, right?
Yeah.
It's maybe entertainment, but also...
I like to describe it as like regular people having regular conversations that probably other people have
right.
about life, pets, work, family,
religion, whatever it is.
anything.
Right. And it's a chance to just say, hey, I'm listening to somebody else, and if you agreed with us or not, or you could always send feedback. This wasn't my plug. But, so I always think, it's kind of entertainment, and it is the idea. So I had an idea for a podcast a long time ago that I never did. But the idea was around a topic that was about suicide prevention and stories of suicide, stories of survivors of suicide, which is a term we use for not someone who survived a suicide attempt.
Okay,
it's
the family members
that's left over.
Yeah,
SOS
and other affected. Yeah,
and I had owned the website forever and was called Out of the Dark, or excuse me, was it Kaya? No, Out of the Darkness is a big walk that's done for suicide awareness every year in a different city, and mine was called After the Darkness, I think. That was the name of the podcast.
Okay.
I never launched it. It was called After the Darkness. And my idea was like, I'll get people and interview them about their story and their trail and their path following suicide of a friend, family member, whatever. Mm-hmm. And I thought, and the idea, and what I'm getting at before, was I thought this was something I was looking for after losing my brother. I was searching for community, or I wanted to be able to meet, and there's some groups, but yeah. I wanted to be able to hear someone else's story.
Kind of like I want a stepmom community.
Right.
So it's a very niche community.
Right.
I mean, it's probably not, but it is.
Right. And I felt like people are searching or reaching for, it's not necessarily just about validating how you feel, but it is to go like, someone else feels like me. I'm not alone anymore. Yeah. Because I felt so alone after my brother, because I was like reaching and grasping, trying to find someone who could say, hey, I've been through this. Let me tell you, it gets better. It changes. Here's what you're up against. So, in other words, the idea of a community through podcast, which is like, somebody can go, hey, maybe in this case, someone's like, I'm a nurse, or I'm working, we got two whatever, and I'm curious. So maybe that's partly why I say it's like, it's entertainment. Maybe it's a little community for someone to say, yeah, these are the same struggles we go through. I mean, it is doing the most. It's about, that's kind of the fun tongue-in-cheek, where it's like sometimes it's like we feel like we're just doing the most and everything and all the garbage, or people we deal with are doing the most, and how do you kind of not do that or get away from that? Anyway, so if you could have a guest on our show, celebrity or otherwise, who would it be?
Man, I should have thought of this.
You didn't?
Do you want to? Well, I thought you were going to do like, what celebrities do you follow on social media? Because we were talking about that.
We're going to get that
And then I was like, you're never going to guess mine. You might guess one of mine. But,
I mean, I'm just throwing that.
You go first.
Well, I didn't. I thought about this one, and I couldn't, because you do that thing like, well, who would I want to, is it because I want to meet someone, or I want to know more about someone, or I want to learn about someone? I don't know. I don't have a good answer. So how about this? If we were doing a podcast and it was like, hey, we're going to interview someone, and it had to be someone, it doesn't really matter. I don't know. I don't have, because I have a celebrity that I like, which is Ewan McGregor. He's my man crush. But, if I'm like, if I'm going to interview someone for informational, or because I wanted to learn more about him, I don't know. Great. What a crummy question I've asked that I don't even have my own answer to.
Well,
because, how about this? Is there
I'm just like not I don't know. I hate to say this, but because I don't even know what this means. I'm not like a celebrity person. I don't idolize.
Here's mine. Tom
celebrity.
Hanks. I would like to converse with him and find out, like, hey, how have you done it? How do you're a producer, director, actor? You have a family, like maybe.
Yeah, he's on the down low.
He seems like a decent
nice,
guy.
normal guy.
Like you'd feel comfortable and at ease with him. That would be my guy. But hey, Tom Hanks, welcome to the show, right? Which isn't a very good answer, but he's like, I could probably think of someone else. I feel like there's some people out there who are celebrities who are like musicians and actors and artists, and Viggo Mortensen. You know who he is?
No.
Well, I don't know if he's that interesting, but he's like an artist, and he's done some acting and some other things. There's people like that, but so if you don't have an answer, that's okay. We can move on to the other.
I don't have an answer.
Okay, which is fine. If we don't feel worthy to interview someone, that air conditioning came on in here. Feels good because I am wearing a sweatshirt because that's how I cover up my not feeling good about my body right now. Okay, so then I said, well, it's interesting. So I was talking about TikTok because we're on TikTok, and I was like, It's interesting how TikTok is like, I have a few celebrities. No, there's only one that I think that I follow recently, but I don't. And in his account, I was like, boy, he doesn't have as many likes, or like it just wasn't as popular as I would have thought. Like, just kind of like, his numbers were not that impressive for a celebrity. Named Chris Pratt, right? But he does these, and at first I thought, is this AI? Is this something? And I was like, no, this really is him.
And that was his verified account?
I'm pretty sure. Because they just seemed like normally things, but I was kind of like, I don't know. It's interesting, right?
Yeah.
But not, and I could pull it up if I had a phone. It's not as, it just wasn't as like, I don't know. So I could pull up some of my random other people in my feed who have, millions of likes. And his weren't millions, right? And I was like, oh, wow. And I thought, it made me think, like, I don't go to TikTok because I want to see what Chris Pratt is up to. Sorry, Chris, if you're listening. I go because I think that's what made me think, like, maybe it's about the fact that you're watching normal, quote unquote, people like yourself, or just people who are producing content. That's what makes it fun to watch. Because if it was Tom Hanks on there, although I feel like there's
every now and then, like
Tim Robbins' daughter or something, and every now and then she'll rope him in, or every now and then there's a celebrity, and it's okay. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying, like,
oh my gosh, like Will Ferrell's son Angus has one of the best TikTok accounts.
Oh, really?
So funny.
Now, and people probably don't know until they see. And then do you think it's because it's Will Ferrell's son, or is he genuinely?
He's genuinely hilarious.
Whereas you get like John Ritter's son.
Oh, also so funny.
Yeah. Yeah. So maybe family.
The arugula.
Family members of celebrities on Twitter. Maybe that's where they go. But
yeah.
So Chris Pratt is the only one that I think I follow, and I don't even know why I don't even know. Do you follow someone? On TikTok, or do you just like something and they keep jamming it in your feed? This is how TikTok dumb I am.
You might. I mean,
did I go to his account?
The plus sign on their picture.
I don't know.
And then that means you followed them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, and you were saying you have a few celebrities that you follow, or you don't follow.
Yeah. And like now I'm like scaling it back to celebrities, I'm going to say, who actually run their TikTok accounts. Because you know how some you'll get like if I had to say Taylor Swift, I don't think Taylor Swift is like taking videos every day and like posting it to her account. It's more someone running it for her.
Right.
But one that I follow is really funny is Kyle McClanahan. He was in Twin Peaks.
Kyle MacLachlan.
Oh, yeah.
Or McLachlan. But I think it's McLaughlin. I think that's the American.
Sorry, Kyle.
I think that's the American pronunciation is McLaughlin. Or McLachlan? It looks like McLachlan.
I'm going to look
Kyle MacLachlan. Oh, it's Kyle MacLachlan.
It's Kyle MacLachlan.
But I think it's pronounced McLaughlin.
McLaughlin. That does not look right.
Because
it looks like Kyle MacLachlan.
CLAC. I know how it's spelled. That's what I'm saying. I think it's
okay.
I think it's pronounced McLaughlin.
And then the other guy I follow
or McLaughlin. That's what it. McLaughlin. Kyle MacLachlan.
Kyle MacLachlan.
Because it's.
Okay.
McLaughlin.
Kyle MacLachlan. Wow. Whew. Okay.
Also
and
in
then
the
the
original
other one
Dune
I
movie.
follow is the guy who does the voice for Joe on Family Guy and Kronk on Emperor's New Groove. You know that guy?
Well, I can't think of him while you're talking, but like, because he played
Also is so...
Patrick Warburton?
Yes.
There you go.
Yes. Because he gets his kids involved and they all have like a similar voice and they'll have like the competition of like who sounds the most like their dad.
Oh, wow.
And
for a 4-year-old, it's impressive.
Well, no, they're all older.
Oh, grown up. Okay.
But he
played
has a
Putty.
really cute TikTok account.
Putty on Seinfeld is also
okay.
what he's known for originally.
Gotcha.
But
okay, now
Patrick
he's
Warburton.
mostly... No, I think he mostly
You know
does
Miss
voice.
Kronk? Oh, yeah.
I do, yeah. I loved the Emperor's New Groove.
Yeah.
I still... Ooh, that's one I need to show Max because that one is so funny.
I mean, that's your jam.
Yeah.
So, okay. Kyle MacLachlan.
Yeah.
Is he funny or does he do a shtick or is he just like making a smoothie? You know how...
That's a good question.
Because like the John
don't
Ritter's...
really-
Is what John Ritter's kid's name? It's not Jack Ritter, is it? Is it? What's his Ritter's?
Sorry.
It's okay. What's Ritter's kid's name? Jack Ritter?
Jack.
No, it was
No.
Jack Tripper. It begins with a John
Ritter.
and Jason. Jason
Yes.
Ritter.
Yeah.
Jason Ritter is yeah. Well, I think
It's just... It's just him doing the stupid whatever
Like
TikTok
dances,
dance
yeah.
trends
No.
are in different parts of the world that he's visiting.
Yeah,
It's
no,
like,
that's why his is
it's
funny
like
because
I don't know.
it is weird, but I enjoy that part of it.
Yeah.
So okay, yeah. So I think that's what maybe is the appeal of TikTok. Maybe to most people it's just
Normal people like
doing funny
going through
things,
life
right?
with you and you're like, oh, like today I spent an hour on TikTok looking up people like who garden what's good ground cover plants. Like,
Was this because you want to get rid of the grass?
no, just like the side here where
Oh,
like
I
there's
see,
no
yeah.
real division between the neighbors, whatever. I'm like, why don't we just put ground cover plants the way that some of the neighbors have over there? They have some weird little leafy things
yeah,
on the
yeah.
ground. So I was looking that up for an hour. And there's always somebody who has like, and they'll show you pictures and they'll show you, you know, is this, or do you live in the right zone for this? And they get like pretty in depth. So man, I can go down TikTok rabbit holes for hours. It's actually pretty shameful.
Yeah. There's well, and you send me TikToks, and then there was a TikTok that came into my thing, which is funny because you sent me the one recently about how a man or your husband thinks he's a ninja coming in your room.
Have we talked about your sleep routine?
Yeah, we did last time.
Oh, okay.
2 weeks ago. But there was one that said how every wife expects her husband or to react when she sends him a TikTok. It was something like that. And the guy's like, oh my, or she's watching TikToks. I don't remember, but he climbs into bed and he's laughing. And it was just like, and I thought, yeah, because you'll send me TikToks. And
No,
they'll just
I'll
sit-
send you a TikTok, and here's how that goes. I'm like, hey, did you see that TikTok I sent you? And you were
TikTok?
like, TikTok. Sorry. Well, another sip of water here.
Yeah, I am out of juices. I didn't plan very well.
And you'll
Just
be
a-
like, which one? You sent me 5, and I haven't seen any of them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well, watch the most recent one, and we'll be in bed or something, and I'll just pull it up for you, and you're like, oh, I can't. I need to get my glasses on.
Yeah. Well, if you want me to see
And
it.
I'm like, what? Can you just? You don't even have to see it crystal clear. Just like look, and you're like, I have to get. Where are my glasses? They're downstairs.
Well,
And then you have to
man.
like get out of bed, all huffy, go get your glasses. And I'm like, this isn't even going to be funny anymore because now it's
isn't-
like,
it usually isn't even funny. I mean, it's usually it. Okay, I love you so much. Which by the way, Apple, Tim Cook, if you're listening, and I hope you are, because this is on Apple Podcasts, by the way, and
Spotify.
and Spotify. But Tim, if you're listening, I would like a feature in my iPhone, which is this. It's smart enough. It's face, it recognizes my face to open the phone, right? Usually.
what if you could put in your prescription
Well,
somewhere?
no, okay, but you have 2 eyes. We have one phone. That's not bad.
Wait.
But here's what I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying.
I'm not a glasses wearer.
Sometimes in the morning, it doesn't work because you're like, it's like you got to enter. But here's what I want. It knows that I wear glasses. And I could put it like, hey, I wear glasses. And it knows when my glasses are off, it recognizes my face. How about this? When I don't have glasses on, make the font, like 172 point, right? So when I'm in bed, because when I'm in bed and like a kid texts me or something, or somebody texts me, and I'm in bed and it's the middle and I'm fumbling around looking for my phone. I don't have glasses on, and I'm like, I can't.
Can you turn up your own font size?
Well, I couldn't see the menu to do that if I don't have my glasses on.
But can you just do it?
No, here's what I'm saying. Tim, Apple, it knows that I'm not wearing my glasses because it facially recognizes me with and without glasses. Same with the mask. If it goes, hey, he's not wearing glasses, we're going to make everything super giant because, it's 12:01 a.m. He's in bed. Why can't they just make that feature simple, straightforward? So then I'm not in bed. Like then I'm looking for my glasses, and trying to put glasses on when you're wearing a CPAP and
earplugs
and all the stuff is like you're just like
eye mask,
all this. So my son,
and
I can
wrist
read,
guard,
and then all that, so I can just read. Because what I'm thinking is like, Dad, I'm arrested, I'm in jail, or Dad, somebody died, and all it is so I can be like, oh, Dad, I'm home. Like, okay. I mean, I appreciate the text that he's letting me know he's home, but when I wake up to this text and I can't, I'm fumbling for glasses, or I put the glasses on, and here's with the CPAP, the glasses are like this, so I'm just laying in bed and I'm trying to read the text. Sometimes I'm trying to read on my watch, and that's just why, like Apple, just make it like, he doesn't have his glasses on. Let's make the font super giant. Why is that so hard? And it could be even smarter. It could be like, we know that if it's between 11 p.m. and are those too tight on your head?
A little bit.
Okay. Well, maybe.
It's fine.
You aired out. We're almost to the end of this episode. But Apple.
What have we even talked about?
Birthdays.
Oh.
church days, birthdays, the new age church. The idea that I'm going to do. Apple doesn't listen to me. I've had lots of ideas, by the way, over the years. Tons of Apple.
They come out 5 years later.
And 5 years later, like, they finally.
You were like, I had that idea 10 years ago.
Yeah. Well, so no, and they could, like I said, make it smart. Oh, maybe he's wearing contacts. It's 10 a.m. That's fine. Let me program time frames called enhanced reading or whatever you want to call it. They'll give it some magical name like, and now we're introducing be spectacled or whatever they're going to, or unspectacled or the spectacle. Okay. It has some dumb feature name. Mm-hmm. Okay. But that's what I want.
No, I think you should throw out more names.
I'll workshop it like some people do, like a good person. So, all right. We didn't think any guest. That was a loser. What about next time? Next podcast? Do you have any? I mean, Okay.
What's the question?
Like what topics for next podcast? Every time we say something we're going to talk about next time, and we never do. Like,
what did we talk about last time?
Last podcast?
Yeah, we didn't talk about this time.
Well, you were like, maybe one day we'll talk about religion or something.
But you're always like,
our upbringings. Well, I want to keep it. I want to keep everybody in a good place. It's like we don't use the potty talk here, which, by the way, reminds me, I did know, like, here's bathrooms and smartphones. Like, what did people do before smartphones and using the bathroom? Because
you want to honestly know what I used to do? Because I feel like reading and pooping really just go well hand in hand because you're not thinking too much about it.
What, with the reading? Oh, but you see,
I used to read the back of shampoo bottles.
Really? And you're like, xanthan, parabens? No.
Just like the instructions and like what it's supposed to do, or how is this one better for you?
Okay.
Or
fair enough. See,
I mean, also like, remember when
magazine racks in the bathroom?
Yep. Like magazine. Oof.
They should just stay in the bathroom. I don't know
why I'm like, because like we have our phones all up in our business all the time. Well, like you can only imagine how many germs and I clean mine, every other day or so. But
in our episode notes thing, I wrote bathrooms before smartphone. I had wrote that while I was in the bathroom, but I had been in the bathroom and I was smartphone in my pocket. I was like, I'm not pulling my smartphone out. I'm just going to do my thing and be done. But things got a little bit grisly, if you will. And
what does that mean?
It just was, things didn't go as expected. Because here's me. I know we're not potty talking, but I just go do my thing, get done. I'm out of there. 3 minutes. Like, I'm done. I'm not
Okay.
camped out on a phone.
Congratulations.
Well, what I'm saying is things didn't go as planned. And then I was sitting there, but I was challenging myself. I was like, I'm not getting my phone out. I'm just going to. Well, that's when I was sitting there going like, what am I going to do? I'm just sitting here. My stomach was kind of nodding. You know, I was kind of working through like, oh, not feeling good. This ain't
Some
over.
labor pains. Yeah.
Right. And I was just sitting there and I was like, man, what? I was just like, I'm not pulling this phone out. And I was like, man, just like, what do? You just think of stuff. And it's so sad, a commentary on us as a culture. But I was just like, man. And that's when I was like, what did we do? I was like, this is a good topic. I pull out my phone. I wrote it down. I was like, dang it. I just blew my own challenge.
That's how I used to use like the church bathrooms, school bathrooms or whatever. And that's how I figured out that oh my gosh, what are they called? The doors to the stalls. The stalls are called Heine hiders, which is actually pretty cute.
Oh, the brand? Or?
Yeah, Heine hiders.
Oh, I didn't know. I mean, at least in your neck of the woods.
Yeah.
I mean, so yeah, I guess you just sat there and thought.
And looked around.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, there's a spider up there. Okay.
Yeah.
Like,
okay. I mean, I feel like there was graffiti on certain restrooms.
Yes.
I mean, you don't want to be in those restrooms, but.
Yeah, like you're pooping and you're like, you know what I want to write?
Yeah.
F you, Karen.
Whoa.
What?
This is a family-friendly show. I might have to bleep that.
Okay.
I'm just saying. What about those?
Are you serious?
This is a clean rating. I don't know what.
I said F.
You stop using the F word.
Oh my gosh, I can't with you.
Well, I'm saying is
Okay.
bathroom.
What was I going to say? Go ahead.
Something about Karen, and you were just like, people just like, you just did your thing.
Because the other day,
Okay.
I went to the bathroom at Fred Meyer. Mm-hmm. And usually when you go to a public restroom these days, either it's like Costco and it's super loud and you can't hear between like the hand dryer that scares Max. Like, you know, like he refuses to use it because it scares him so bad.
Right.
I get it. It scares me. Or the Fred Meyer bathroom, which is like 5 stalls and a very quiet bathroom. And I walked into Fred Meyer and I was like, oh, that coffee's kicking in. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to go to the bathroom. And then I go to a bathroom. It's completely empty. And someone gets in the stall right next to me. Seconds after I'd gone into the stall. And then I'm like, well, I guess I'm not gonna. And they're like noisy.
Oh.
Like they sit down and they're like, ugh, ouch.
Whoa. That's probably, I would want to just get out of
And
there
I was
in general.
like, does this person have a UTI or is like needs a laxative?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh, what are you doing? You know, like go into a bathroom that someone else is in because you walked in right behind me.
Or could have picked the stall a little further away.
Yeah. And had your own kind of private little moment, but you chose to be right next to me.
Yeah.
And like now you're being very noisy. Yeah. I don't know. It was just so awkward.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I guess I'm going
restrooms can
leave and circle back later.
Yeah, we'll just catch up with the coffee later, you
Yeah.
know? Yeah, so, well, I am slightly, what's the word? Traumatized? No, that's not the right word. My sister and I joke about this. My father would take the crossword puzzle into the restroom when he would use the restroom.
Like a book of crosswords?
No, just like the paper, the daily crossword and the paper and a pencil. So, like, there's kind of this, you know, like the lingering smell of poop and newsprint is kind of a combination that just triggers some things for me. So newsprint.
Yeah, when was the last time you smelled that?
Why? It's been a while. Maybe it might be like one of those things where now I'd be like, oh, this takes me back to my childhood. Can we make a candle out of this?
Oh my God.
But you know,
this could be a whole other episode of like your parents' bathroom habits when you were growing up, because sometimes my dad wouldn't flush.
What?
And that's a little barbaric, right?
Yeah, I mean, come on, we all know the rule.
I don't know if he forgot. And then we also lived in a house where, like, if you were getting into the shower right after, it would, like, cut off the hot water or something
that's a
temporarily. And I don't know if it was that situation. And then he was like, well, I'm going to flush after the shower and whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay.
Like,
wow. Mark.
I don't even know
hey,
how.
Oh, I didn't mean to say his name. I'm sorry. Merv.
So what? He
Merc.
doesn't even know how to get to a podcast.
Does he know you? Does he know you're a famous podcaster?
No.
Not.
He knows I'm a famous nurse.
Okay. That's good. That's good. Well, okay. So,
well, the next time speaking of, maybe we can delve into a little more of our jobs.
Yeah.
The things that we experience, because
I had put on there, like, we could talk about
types of patients.
So we want to be and what we have.
Yeah.
So maybe some patient types, a little nursing stuff, bringing that in, because we are nurses and we don't. I mean, I guess it's not a nurse forward podcast, if you will.
No,
I mean,
I feel like that'd be very limiting.
And there's like plenty of nurse podcasts out there, and that's not what we're about. You know, we happen to be nurses, but that's also part of our.
Yeah, it's our full-time job, but not our life. Thank God.
I'm sorry, I'm yawning. I know. So, okay. And I may have just tisked or whatever. So, I mean, we can. I'm sorry, I'm just realizing.
What are you looking
I just looked out the window and saw another bird.
And no, it's not another. It's the one that was on the back porch, and I'm like, I'm going to move it to.
You're just test driving these bird feeders wherever you can.
Yeah.
And now you're planning on stealing my father's double shepherd's crook so you can hang two. I don't know.
No, one hummingbird feeder.
You could probably take his all together. Were you going to steal it or swap it?
Swap it.
I think you could probably steal it. There's nothing on his. It'd be funny to steal it and then see if next Sunday they say something like, you wouldn't believe that somebody.
Oh my gosh, we got to do it.
And then,
we're going to do it.
Stole this out of our yard, of our backyard. I don't know. But,
and then we're like, and they're like, yeah, who just walks right into your backyard and takes your
thing out of that corner right there that's sitting there and folding.
Me, because I've been looking at that thing being like, I got uses for it.
Yeah.
Double shepherd's crook. I got a couple things I'd like to hang on that by my front window.
So anyway, okay, so we got definitely tons of things more to talk about and whatnot. So I mean, I can do the little outro music, or you can just be like, hey, we never really got a solid out.
No.
Yeah.
I do love this time of day in here though, because the leaves make it feel like glittery.
Oh, with the light. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you'll catch that on the film on the film version of this.
There's a name for this when the sun's coming through
A shadow?
the trees, the leaves of the trees. It's like there's a Japanese term for it.
Oh, in the theater, when we want to recreate this look with a light, and there's a piece of metal generally that goes in, it could be other materials, into the light to recreate it. It's called a gobo. So if you want to throw a gobo on, you might have like a leafy shadow or the window pane, all the kind of things they use a gobo for. So it's a natural occurring whatever that is. So I guess until next time.
Until next time. We're doing the most.
Wait a minute.
What?
Because the reason, here's the problem here. Sorry. If you go, this is Scarlet and Mitchell, because I can't say, that's why that one time I said this is Scarlet and you're like, oh.
Okay.
But if you don't want to say that.
Okay. This is Scarlet.
And this is Mitchell.
And we are
doing the most. Oh,
bye.
Wait a minute.
Why do you look annoyed?
Is your head hurting? Because of those earphone things?
It's probably...
They are a tighter one. I can let you... These are not as high quality.
Oh, are these the
That's a monitor.
ones that you found hiding
No.
in the...
No, those are just happen to be studio monitors. They block out all the other sound, which you don't necessarily need.
Oh, man. Yeah, maybe they're too tight. Because I've never noticed that before.
Those are the same ones you've always worn.
Oh.
They're not... I didn't fix the other ones. Those are just monitors.
Oh.
They block out all the sound.
Has my head gotten wider?
Yeah, possibly. Or your hair has gotten bigger, thicker, fuller.